Greetings YouTube, we've got some details on the PS5. It is only some details though, they haven't given us tons of stuff, just a few little things that they're focusing on here and there. Just thought I'd go through them, might as well. So this is on Wired, and if I can go down to the detail, we don't know the name of it for starters. Everyone's calling it the PS5, but they haven't actually officially named it. It's probably going to be the PS5, isn't it? Unless they do what the Xbox X did, just to confuse us. I hope they don't do that. Anyhow, there's some technical gobbledygook here which I have no idea of anything. I don't know what any of this means. I mean, I know vaguely what a CPU is. I don't know what a GPU is. But out of the middle of this, it says that it's got something called ray tracing, where, for example, ray tracing is basically tracing of rays of light through the environment. But it can also be used to simulate, for example, if sounds can be heard from a particular location. So that kind of thing can, I guess, improve the visuals and the sound if you're into that kind of thing. I mean, I'm not. I like games like Axiom Verge where it's all pixely and old school beep beep beeps. So I'm not bothered. I don't need utterly astounding graphics and superb sound quality. I can live without it, but I guess it would be nice to have it. You can do more with it from a developer's standpoint, I guess. So yeah, you've got ray tracing and that kind of thing. They're also planning to do 3D audio, which I'm guessing is different to what's it called, binaural sound, because the PS4 I know can do binaural sound if you have a pair of headphones. Because I've got it in Hellblade. This says it will apparently be able to do it even with your TV speakers. So you won't, because binaural sound only works with headphones. So apparently this will use some kind of technological witchcraft to make it 3D sound even if you haven't got your headphones on. I have no idea how that's going to work. Audio. Seeing as how they were talking about 3D audio, they didn't go into details, but there's obviously a bit of speculation here about whether the next generation of VR is going to come through, because VR has done all right. I haven't got a VR unit. I'm not really interested in it, to be honest. I appreciate that it immerses you better into the game, just like the 3D sound does. You know, the binaural sound, you know, the 3D visuals will have the same effects and whatnot. But it's not something I consider vital, especially when VR costs pretty much the same as an entire console. You've got to buy a second console just to play your existing games and some extra games in 3D. It doesn't appeal to me. So maybe if they did another generation of VR, maybe they might drop the price a little bit. Because really, that's really the main stumbling block for me. Because I haven't looked into VR, I don't know of any VR games. There's only one VR game I know of that could be considered an actual system seller, and that's Resident Evil. Is it 7? It's 7, isn't it? Because all the other ones are more like small games or tech demos. I know they are. So if you want to make VR work, you have to commit. You have to commit to it. So I don't know if the existing VR is going to be used for this console, or they're going to do a new generation. No idea. And then the hard drive. Apparently the developers have been going at them for a long while saying, can we please have a solid state drive? Because I've never had a solid state drive, but apparently they load up a lot quicker. And apparently they're going to give you one. So this, I don't know how a solid state hard drive works. Don't ask me. I'm not a tech guru. I have no idea. But it will. They apparently did a tech demo here that they detail here. And loading times on Spider-Man on the PS4 Pro. The PS4 Pro, which is the upgraded one that again, I don't see the point. It's a PS4 Pro. What the hell is the point in it? You get better graphics. I mean, so what? Anyway, point is, on the PS4 Pro, they loaded up Spider-Man and the right, the fast travel screen. They load up a fast travel screen, and it takes 15 seconds on the PS4 Pro. On this upgraded SSD, whatever it is, they haven't released details of it, you see. Whatever this solid state hard drive is, it takes 0.8 seconds for a loading screen. It goes from 15 seconds on the PS4 Pro to 0.8 seconds on this new one. That's pretty damn fast. Because if you load up like Destiny or Anthem, minute and a half loading times, you know what I mean? This is worth paying attention to. As I say, I'm not one for me visuals and audio. I would love it if the loading times went from 1 minute down to, I don't know, 10 seconds or whatever it is. So that's a big deal for me anyway. And the SSD, of course, it says here that you can load in stuff with loading screens, but you also load in content as you go along. So they have another demo here where the PS4, the camera, if you fly it as fast as you can at the same time as Spider-Man swinging through the city, the camera moves at the same speed as him, because that's as fast as the PS4 Pro can load it. This new SSD, it just goes like a rocket, apparently. It says on the next generation console, the camera speeds up down like it's mounted to a fighter jet. That's how fast it loads stuff in from the hard drive. So that's good. Loading times are way down. It says the next generation console will support 8K graphics, but for this demo they were using a 4K system, and they were still able to do that. The only thing that bothers me slightly about the SSD is, obviously this is limited details. We don't know much about this console yet. What I want to know is, how big is your memory capacity going to be? You know what I mean? Because my PS4 came with a 500GB hard drive. Now, the console insists on partitioning a certain amount of that memory off for its own use, which means you don't actually get 500GB, you get 400 and something, which is annoying. I wish they'd just tell you, if they're going to give you like 420 gig, just tell us, give us 420 gig, just say it on the box. Don't say it's 500 gig, because you're lying. You're lying. Anyway, that's just a bugbear of mine. But one thing is that apparently this new solid state drive, where is it? And now the screen won't scroll. Great. Oh, there we go. All right. Now it stopped again. But anyway, oh, here it says what's built into Sony's next gen console is something a little more specialized. Does that mean they're using a custom built SSD? Because the one thing that, but as I say, if the memory capacity is going to be too small, because for the PS4 it was 500 gig, it claimed, and most of the games I put on initially were like 50 gig each, so you could get about 8, maybe 9 massive games on there until it was full. I've got a 2 terabyte hard drive in mine now because I swapped it out. But if this one is going to be more specialised, am I going to be able to swap out the hard drive if it's not big enough? I'm hoping they'll give us a whopping hard drive, not just a fast one, but a big one. That would be nice. Otherwise, you're going to have to buy an extra one anyway, you know? And I'm guessing this console is going to be something like 400 or 500 quid. I'm just guessing. When it's released. It wouldn't be a stretch. So yeah, I'm more worried about the memory capacity of the SSD. The graphics and sound, it's nice to have improvements, but I'm not married to them. I don't care about them as much as the size of the hard drive. But you know, we don't know much. This is just, come on, scroll. It's trying to load in adverts. That's what's doing it. Yeah, that's about it. But We don't have many details. But apparently, oh yeah, that's another thing. It's going to be backwards compatible with the PS4 games. It doesn't say whether that's physical disc or digital. Or does it? Does it? Next gen console will still accept physical media. It won't be a download only machine. And because it's based in part on the PS4's architecture, it will also be backwards compatible. But it doesn't say if it's going to be backwards compatible with the discs for the PS4. I mean, fair enough if you're going to be able to download your downloadables, but will you be able to put the disc in as well? Doesn't say, because you got to watch these corporate bastards. They're sneaky like that. So that's another thing. And it mentions Death Stranding as well, because Death Stranding is going to be released for the PS4. Will it be released for the PS5? We don't know. Apparently there was a pregnant pause there that invites speculation, but whatever. Yeah, not many details, but fine. Yeah, just size of the hard drive, please, and maybe a little bit more clarity on the compatibility with the PS4 games. That would be nice. So yeah, that's it. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. Like, dislike, comment, subscribe and share, all that jazz. See you next time.